The Utah Jazz have been in need for a consistent second scoring option alongside Lauri Markkanen, and Collin Sexton has emerged as that spark plug that they needed for the Utah Jazz to enter more competitive waters. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Wraith Hoops. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to get more Utah Jazz NBA content. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. Across the last 5 games, Collin Sexton has started in all 5, making his first starts of the season for the team. In his starts, he averages 32.7 minutes per game to go along with 25.6 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 0.4 steals to go along with 0.2 blocks per game, while only committing 1.8 turnovers. Now, he shoots 50.6% from the field on 17.4 attempts, 40.6% from the three-point line on just 6.4 attempts, and 90% from the free throw line on 6 attempts per match. This is in stark contrast to the games that he had not started in previously, where he averaged 20.7 minutes per game, scoring 12.7 points, 2.7 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 0.5 steals, 0.2 blocks, and 1.9 turnovers. Now, he shot 44.7% from the field on 9.4 attempts, 32.5% from 3, shooting on 3.3 attempts, and 87.8% from the free throw line on 3.6 attempts. Naturally, the entirety of the team's roster has not been healthy, which has led to the opportunity to allow Collin Sexton to do what he has received and achieved. But one thing that cannot be argued is that he definitely grabbed the Bulls by the horns and has done the most with his opportunity. Over the past 5 games, the Utah Jazz are 3-2, only one of those losses coming in blowout fashion against the Sacramento Kings 104-125. In the most recent loss, it came against Collin Sexton's previous team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, 116-124. In the blowout to the Kings, Collin Sexton played one of his best games of the season, going 10 for 18 from the field and 2 of 6 from beyond the arc, while scoring 6 out of 7 free throw attempts, giving him a total of 28 points that led his team in scoring, along with 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and only a single turnover. Despite his best effort, his box plus minus that game was the lowest out of all his 5 starts at -27. In total, across all 5 games, he's seen -9, +17, -27, +18, and +6. This essentially means that even including one of his best statistical games, in a losing effort, his box plus minus comes out to a +1 when averaging all 5 games together. Numbers aside, it is my personal opinion that Collin Sexton should have been starting at the shooting guard position from the beginning of the season. However, the team's attachment to JORDAN and Clarkson made it difficult for the Utah Jazz coaching staff to make that adjustment. Understandably so, as Clarkson is the longest tenured player on the Utah Jazz roster, dating back to the 2021-2022 season when they had Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell on their roster. This essentially makes him a fan favorite despite poor shooting splits this season of 30.5% from the field and 29.5% from the three-point line, to go along with 83.3% from the free throw line. In total, he's played in 19 games and started in all 19 of them, which means he has been offered the longest leash out of any player to make mistakes on this roster. He's averaged 30.8 minutes per match and scored 16.6 points, had 3.4 rebounds, 4.9 assists, 0.8 steals, 0.2 blocks, and a team-leading 3 turnovers per game. Combine those stats with the aforementioned shooting splits and you have, you guessed it, a recipe for disaster. Not to mention the fact that he does it on 15.1 field goal attempts per game and 5.1 shot attempts from three-point range, which rivals that of the team's all-star Lauri Markkanen, who leads the team in scoring with 23.3 points per game and makes it off of a similar number of field goal and three-point attempts with 15.2 field goal attempts per game and 6.6 three-point field goal attempts per game. For reference, he shoots 48.4% from the field and 38.1% from beyond the arc, which is in stark contrast to Jordan Clarkson's numbers. More recently, Jordan Clarkson has found himself out of the lineup for a hamstring strain that he received against the Oklahoma City Thunder on December 11th, and Collin Sexton has been put in and put on a show ever since. With trade season upon us, it has ultimately led to the Utah Jazz electing to open up trade talks publicly for Jordan Clarkson's trade value to be gauged. There have been quite a few teams interested, but the Rockets seem to be front runners as they are in need of scoring options, While Clarkson hasn't had the best success with the Utah Jazz this season, it is believed that a new environment could allow him to thrive as much as he did in his previous bench role with the Utah Jazz, where he saw himself winning the Sixth Man of the Year award all but a few seasons ago. Collin Sexton was previously named to be on the trading block alongside Lauri Markkanen and John Collins by Danny Ainge. With that in mind, though, the likelihood that the team's lone all-star that openly says he wants to stay in Utah actually gets traded in Lauri Markkanen is highly unlikely unless a package rivaling the one that brought him in originally comes to light. I feel similarly of Collin Sexton, as his recent production has likely increased his trade value, and unless a more productive and equally seasoned shooting guard becomes available with the physical measurables that the Utah Jazz are looking for, I can't see a logical reason to let Sexton see another team's locker room. That being said, he does leave a little bit wanting on defense, not due to lack of effort though, as it is with Jordan Clarkson. While Clarkson has better physical measurables than Collin Sexton, his overall less desire to stay locked in on that side of the floor has led to much dismay amongst the fan base. With Collin Sexton, his intensity is felt throughout the team, and as soon as a single play is made by him or a teammate, he's right there hyping up the fans. With all that being said, you guys let me know what you think of Collin Sexton's ability, and let me know if you think that the Jazz should keep him, or if you think that he should be the shooting guard or point guard of another team's future. With that being said, thanks for tuning in to another video. As always, it's your boy Wraith Hoops. Make sure to like the video, comment your thoughts below, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and become a member to get the videos faster than anybody else. With that being said, I'd like to shout out Sachin for editing this video, and as always, good morning, good evening, good night, no matter where you're on the globe watching. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.